Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rise Pride, and welcome to Arma 3. I'm here today to show you operations of the USS Nimitz during Case 3 conditions. Firstly, I do have an ATC on, and I will be communicating back and forth. I've already told him what I'm doing, and everything else. So currently, during Case 3, it should be noted that you should have a blue uh, chem light on while on deck. Blue was my decision due to the fact that it will not conflict with the runway lights. As usual, first off, tell your CO, ATC, what you're doing and why you're doing it. Secondly, you will be checking your aircraft. Make sure you have the right load, make sure it's not damaged, etc. Then you can get in. So it's always good after landing to check to make sure you're repaired. Secondly, set up your radio. Channel 1, we have air to ground 65.5. Channel 2, 45.2. You set your additional, click this button here, then return to your primary channel. This is Jason 1 to ATC, how copy?
ATC copy, send it.
Jason 1, ATC, requesting startup, 6-pack.
Alright, clear for startup on the 6-pack.
Okay, during Case 3, you will want to use your lights and your anti-collision lights.
Jason 2 asking permission for blah 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 approach. I don't know how it's called. Sorry.
I apologize for the person ruining my video. That was Ryan.
Approach that.
We're teaching him. This is Jason 1, requesting taxi, Cat 4.
Alright, clear to taxi down to Cat 4.
One thing I did forget. Before you enter the aircraft, it is recommended to detach your chem light and attach an IR strobe. This is so if you go down, rescue crews will be able to find you easily. Okay, after which, you will unfold your wings, lower your flaps, perform your final checks, tap your afterburners. You have to go. Jason 1, requesting lowering onto launch bar 4.
Alright, clear to lower on the launch bar 4.
Just go ahead and get your front tires right on that little white mark. Go ahead and lower onto top. Jason 1, requesting salute.
Alright, clear to launch.
Jason 1, salute. Okay, during a case 3
We are
takeoff, it is recommended to raise your altitude immediately as soon as you get off the deck. You want to raise altitude to about 1,600 meters. So I like to do a 40-degree climb initially, then slowly lower down to about a 30. As soon as you lose visual contact of the Nimitz, you should go on radio comms and do as follows. Jason 1, Popeye. Popeye, meaning I have lost visual contact of the USS Nimitz, and I am ready for the task. I'm now at Angels 1.5 or 1.6 and holding steady about 500 meters. The point of the 40-degree takeoff is so that Marshall stacks do not conflict. That way you do not fly into a different vehicle such as a chopper or anything else. After you reach this altitude and left the Nimitz's airspace, you can go ahead and turn both your lights and your collision lights off.
I don't.
If you're flying in formation, always remember you also have your formation markers, which are lower LED light strips. Okay, now that we're far enough from the Nimitz, I'm going to turn back in. I'm going to raise my altitude to Angels 2, so I do not conflict with the outbound Marshall stack. USS Nimitz, this is Jason 1, how copy?
ATC on the Nimitz, send it.
Nimitz ATC, I'm requesting overhead brake pattern, USS Nimitz, case 3 into Marshall.
Copy that. Cleared up seat into Marshall. Marshall's green.
The Marshall is about 10 to 12,000 meters from the back of the Nimitz. It is meant to give you a nice long approach to the Nimitz, and so you won't conflict with any aircraft. It should be at Angels 2. Overhead brake pattern is basically saying that I want to fly above the holding pattern. I'm doing so at about Angels 2.5, and the speed really doesn't matter at this point.
Start of engine.
You cleared the startup procedures.
Now that I'm in the Nimitz's airspace, I'm going to again turn both my collision lights off and my running lights, and my formation markers off.
Here, Jason 2, asking permission to taxi and hold short.
Clear to taxi and hold short.
So now I'm just going to go ahead and speed up the process so the video doesn't take quite so long. My goal is to get about 10 to 12,000 meters from the aft of the Nimitz. The aft, of course, being the back. Okay, I'm going to lower my altitude to roughly 2.5. USS Nimitz, Jason 1.
Nimitz, send it.
Jason 1, entering Marshall stack.
Got that Marshall stack green.
So the Marshall stack is a counterclockwise rotation. This is where the holding pattern takes place of the Nimitz. Now I am flying IMC, so I know from pre-checking that the Nimitz is placed on 277. And I have my waypoint set on my destination. So if I can make it to 277, I should be roughly in line of the USS Nimitz at a bearing 000. I'm now slowly dropping altitude, and I'm at speed 300 kmh. Gone a bit too far, so I'm going to lower my left wing, and that will let me jink into place. Jink, of course, is just move sideways, slipping into place. While doing so, I am still losing altitude. Now that I'm under 1,000 meters, I'm going to radio into the USS Nimitz. USS Nimitz, this is Jason 1.
Nimitz, send it.
Jason 1, I am currently on approach pattern from Marshall, case 3.
Copy on approach pattern to Marshall.
The point of this is to fly as slowly as possible to give me as much time to maneuver as I need. I'm looking to get eyes on the Nimitz. By the time you're 5 kilometers out from the Nimitz, you should be at least 500 meters. USS Nimitz, I have eyes on your aft. I really should just say eyes on. Okay, now I'm looking to line up. Now that I have eyes on, I really want to kill my altitude. Again, IMC, so I'm paying a lot of attention to that right bar, right there. That says 300 and drop it. Okay, now I'm a bit off to the left. Just bringing it in nice and slow. I'm about 250 at 100 meters. Okay, I'm far right. So I've got to get over to the right as fast as I can. I'm under 100 meters. Going a bit fast. Alright, now I'm on. USS Nimitz, Jason 1, Rhino Ball. Okay, tail hook down. Okay, and just line up with runway. Cut engines. USS Nimitz, disattach from line. Jason 1, taxiing 6-pack.
Got that, Jason 1. Jason 2, you clear to taxi on the launch pole 3. Catapult 3.
Jason 1, USS Nimitz, requesting shutdown 6-pack.
I clear to shut down on 6-pack.
Here, Jason 2 asking permission to taxi to ball.
I clear to taxi to catapult.
After this, I'm cleared to turn both my lights and my collision lights off. After my engines are fully off, I'm free to dismount.
Yeah, right.
My name's Dragon's Pride. Thanks for watching.